Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Universal Spiritualism. My name's Veronica Jenkins, and I will be chairing this evening for you. We have the wonderful Niko, who has already gone into trance with his guides and inspirers, collectively known as Noah. Unfortunately, we're having the same problem as we've been having recently of streaming onto Facebook. So I am going to sort that out once Noah comes on and joins us and starts speaking. Okay, so without further ado, I'll bring him on stage. Good evening, Noah.
Greetings to you, my dear one. Much gratitude as always, my dear, for providing us this opportunity to be heard. And greetings to all who have joined and all who will be listening at a later date. A humble gratitude to each of you as well. Tonight, we begin by asking each of you a question. What is alignment? And perhaps a second question. Who is the compass which aligns each of you to your true north? Ponder those questions, my dear ones. Is it you? As you are navigating through your physical experience, are you even aware of your map in order to locate the compass? If each one is focusing on alignment, aligning on their physical journey with their purpose, one recognizes that there is no need to fear. For it is not you who is the compass. It is and always has been your highest essence. Recognize, my dear ones, that there are no coincidences. I invite each of you to reflect on this physical journey. Notice how even decisions which did not fare as you had planned, choices, relationships, which you perceived as failures, as disappointments, all serve the purpose, all were intended in order to realign you to your soul's purpose. Your intuition, your heart, you're in the knowing. Your awareness that you are in essence. Your acceptance that you are always connected to our realm, for you have never left. All assist with aligning you toward your true north. Even the fact that you are listening to these words is alignment. Even the questions you pose today are alignment. Your fears, your disappointments, your worries, your belief in separation, those questions which will certainly be asked regarding the whereabouts and status of lost loved ones, is also serving as alignment in order for you to remember that there is no separation. We are all interconnected. So as you continue to face your perceived difficulties, as you worry unnecessarily, as you fear and doubt, as you question your self-worth, as you question your purpose, trust, my dear ones, it is all within your alignment. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. Unfortunately, the Facebook glitch, although I've posted on the page, has meant we don't have many people on so far this evening. But I do have a question of my own, if that's okay. I don't often ask them, but we've got a online out-of-body experience workshop going on Thursday with one of our readers, Mandy Louise Paul. And I was just wondering if you could talk to us about the mechanics behind out-of-body experiences that we have.
Indeed, my dear. Allow me first to ask you a question, my dear. Where do you perceive your essence resides? Is it within your physical form or just outside your physical form?
I see it as overlaying, and it is my human journey experience that is tying it to my physical form as such. But there's no physical to it. But it is just...
Your essence, my dear, is outside the physical form. Multiple layers of energetic frequency, my dear, perceived in your realm as the auric field. Your essence anchors to the physical form through the breath. When one is experiencing these out-of-body experiences, what is occurring, my dear, is that their consciousness is aware of the multi-layered energetic field, which is the essence. It is not intended to be observed as the teachings of your realm, where it is merely inches away from the form, or it only equates to 7 layers. This, my dear, is a misunderstanding. But there is no limitations within this energetic field. This is how your essence is always interconnected to our realm. Your essence, my dear, as our realm, is everywhere at all times, spanning dimensions, timelines, realities. So though the perception in your realm is that the out of body symbolizes that the essence temporarily vacates the body, is inaccurate, my dear. It is a matter of awareness. Is this form of communication not perceived as an out-of-body experience, my dear? They are one and the same. But the awareness is no longer attached to the physical form. The awareness is even not as focused of the breath as it normally would be, my dear. The awareness perceives that time has stood still. What the awareness is experiencing, my dear, is a multi-layered energetic field. The expansiveness of the essence, the oneness to all. Is this clear, my dear one?
Yes. Do you have any advice to people about how they can experience that?
Indeed, my dear, become aware consciously first. Dispel the myth that the essence is within the physical form, and upon the completion of the physical journey, the myth elevates the notion that the essence within its vapors ascends from the physical form in the silhouette of the same form to what is perceived as heaven. Offer then the insight that their essence is not within the physical form, that their essence is their energetic field, expanded more than the human intellect can fathom, which also illustrates the notion that they are always connected. And furthermore, my dear one, even as your essence is expanded, each one you have encountered in this physical incarnation, each one you are yet to encounter, each one who sits before you through various times to receive healing, guidance, inspiration, each parallel version of you, each lost loved one, each essence assisting you, are continuously gathering within this energetic field you possess as your essence. There are no random encounters, my dear. They are continuously filtering in as you are continuously experiencing your journey. And even when, my dear, your physical form ceases to exist, your energetic field, your aura, remains in your reality, my dear, based on agreements previously honored. Those who are also within this aura, my dear, fragments of their essence, may remain. Others may depart. But your aura, my dear, your energetic presence, my dear, remains within your reality until your highest essence, my dear, your oversoul, has understood in your realm, has prepared to attach this energetic field to a new physical vessel. And thus the cycle continues, my dear. So even within modalities, the one is bringing forth the essence of another lost loved one, my dear. They are not appearing. They are not entering, nor is the one in physical form reaching for them. They are all intertwined within each one's energetic field, my dear. It is the awareness of energy. It is the understanding of essence. It is the true acceptance of interconnectedness which makes all communication possible. Is that clear, my dear?
I think I'll need some time to process that. A few hellos, because we haven't said hello to anybody yet. So we've got Christine Campbell, Linda Swan, Marianne Coppola, Joe Gardner, Dominate, Stace, hi Stace, Caroline Thomas, and Linda Swan again. So Caroline Thomas says she would like to know the names of her guides, please.
My dear, allow me to ask you a question. You are aware of this given name in this reality. Why would you perceive, my dear, that that is your identity? What is a name, my dear? What is a title, my dear? Just as you are seeking the identity of the essences assisting you, so too are you minimizing your own identity. You are not your name, nor are you merely this incarnation that you are aware of, my dear. You are your energetic signature of essence. This is how we, in all essences, my dear, recognize you. For the names were many. Jacob, my dear, is a name you are seeking. And yet, this is merely a name. Who is Jacob, my dear, to you? How does this essence resonate with yours? What do you sense, my dear, when you have viewed glimpses of a prior time, a parallel time, a future time with this essence? Notice, my dear, it is not a matter of one physical engagement between two. As the essence, my dear, incarnates multiple times and multiple times with another, various titles, various names, various lessons. You are sensing a presence near. Even as we speak, my dear, notice the power of that energy warming, control, loving, wise. Understand, my dear, that even this essence is offering a reflection of your own. The essences who assist, my dear, are not focused on recognition of name, nor focus on which existence you recall them by. There are many. For even if you do, my dear, remember one incarnation with the one known as Jacob, there are still many occurring simultaneously. So understand, my dear, how the human intellect is perceiving a connection to essence. One timeline, one life, one relationship, one memory. It is inaccurate, my dear. Focus on the energetic frequency, my dear. Focus on the sensations you are receiving. Listen to the wisdom, the guidance. Pay mind to the subtle messages within the dream state. They are with you, my dear, to guide you. But you are still unaware, my dear, that even the essence that is with you now is not returning from a past life, a past incarnation. For as you are experiencing more than one incarnation, so too is that essence, my dear. This is also true, my dear, that even your essence is assisting another as they are in physical form. Multiple possibilities, my dear. Focus on what you receive. Trust with the heart and less inquiry by the mind. For it is the guidance that matters, not the memory. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. Caroline did say that she has a feeling that she's known Jacob, and yes, she was sensing an energy, and that she saw that knowing his name was a form of respect from her perspective.
Indeed, my dear, but notice that in order to offer respect to the essences assisting you, one must first offer the same level of respect to your own essence. For these essences, my dear, who are assisting are not higher than you. They do not reside in a higher level. They are not your teachers, my dear. Your essence is your teacher. It is a remembrance, my dear. It is not a destination to reach. And once more, my dear, Jacob is one name, one existence. There are many more behind Jacob, and it is the same essence. But I understand, my dear, what it is that you are seeking. But notice, my dear, how there is a powerful focus on the essences assisting you. And if I may be humbled enough to ask you, my dear, where is your focus in remembering your own essence? I thank you, my dear.
Thank you. We've got a few more people come on now. So we have Dom, Jay Schlesinger, Stace, we've already said Stace, Tonya Hikes, Benzia, and Maria. So thank you. Maria asks, when receiving messages from Spirit, is it possible to hear them in a normal voice?
My dear, understand, my dear. Essence is energy. You are energy. Energy is transmittable, transferable. Energy is connected as one. There are no limitations, no boundaries, my dear. There is no form. There is no vocal cords, my dear. No speech, no hearing, no vision as you experience within your physical form. This energetic resonance, my dear, is how this communication occurs. Even this form of communication, my dear, cannot be possible without the human vessel. Even the words we are utilizing, my dear, have their limits. As languages have their limits. What is stored in the subconscious, my dear, is what we are utilizing through energetic frequencies in order to bring forth this transmission. When one receives a vision, my dear, through this connection to essence, it is a projection, once more, reflected from their own subconscious, their own intellect. Recognize, my dear, that the human brain, which offers you sound, voice, visions, memory, works tirelessly, my dear, in order to place importance, understanding, titles, in order for comprehension to set in, my dear. So what you are asking is a reflection of that. Indeed, my dear, you may hear with your human ears as clearly as you are hearing this transmission now. You may also see, as it is referred to in your realm, as objective clairvoyance. But the question is, my dear, what are you hearing and what are you seeing? If it is all energy, even the air within your atmosphere, my dear, is energy. You do not see, but you sense and believe it to be accurate and true. This is where the human intellect, my dear, distorts the truth. It is accustomed to seeking proof, that which is tangible. Thereby, when you hear what you cannot see, the mind doubts. It distances from the truth. It rejects the notion. And yet, my dear, the mind does not recognize that you are essence, you are energy. The mind perceives you to be this physical form. Hence, once more, the confusion. Focus, my dear, on what you feel. As you feel the breeze, you're able to feel and sense energy of essence, of spirit, of love. I thank you, my dear.
Thank you. And sorry, Julia, didn't know you were Julia. So, and welcome, Joe Gardner, as well. Okay, we're moving on to more personal questions now, rather than about mechanics of spirit, etc. Stace says, please ask Nan to come and get Grandad. Also, ask Spirit to help Dad get his operation before November so he's not ill at Christmas.
My dear, allow me to ask you, what is the purpose, my dear, that you are concerned of another's journey? Notice how you are viewing their journey as part of your responsibility, your worries, your perception of what is needed for their growth. Notice how you are viewing them through the lens of your physical form, my dear. Notice how you are seeking assistance from Marva. This equates to separation, my dear, where you are not viewing yourself as essence. And if you are not viewing yourself as essence, my dear, then certainly you are not viewing them as essence as well. This is a perception, my dear, from your physical realm, your human experience. And yet, what is lacking is the understanding, my dear. But this is not your physical journey. It is the journey of your essence. Your physical form merely serves as the vessel. Not only, my dear, the vessel to navigate through your realm, but the vessel for your essence to be heard in your realm. And as you are still unaware, my dear, of your purpose, as you are unaware of these vital lessons which are pertinent to learn and experience in order for your highest essence to grow, to ascend, to expand, so too are you unaware, my dear. And what are vital lessons for these whom you love and hold dear? It is not your perception, my dear. It is what has been designed for them to experience. For each experience offers a valuable lesson, as does each perceived pain. Now understand, my dear, that as each of you who are listening reach your final destination of this physical journey, all these words you hear now will be remembered, not by us, but by your own essence. Trust, my dear, that even their journey is designed with specifics, what they experience, why they experience it, and how they experience it. But that is where there is growth. Trust their essence, my dear, and begin to remember yours rather than worrying and viewing it from the lens of your physical form. I thank you, my dear one.
Stace put, Grandad's suffering, he has dementia, and that she doesn't want to see either of them in any pain anymore.
My dear, you perceive, my dear, that there is suffering. And yet, my dear, you are unaware what he truly is experiencing. Notice how many of you view this as a struggle. But what actually is occurring, my dear, when one in your realm temporarily loses consciousness of their surroundings, their form, those near them, where do you believe their consciousness has shifted to, my dear? Allow me to ask you a question, my dear. How do you perceive this form of communication? Where do you believe the consciousness of this vessel is now? Is this not the same as what the essence you recall as your grandfather is experiencing, my dear? Once more, my dear, it is your perception that there is struggle, that there is pain, that there is discomfort. But you are not the one experiencing what he is experiencing, as you are unaware, my dear, of what his physical journey entails. I thank you, my dear.
Thank you. We've got Karen Bowden asking, would love to hear from my dad or my husband.
Yes, my dear. And I ask you, my dear, do you not sense both near? Have you not heard within your mind, within your dream state, prior conversations, prior words of encouragement? You have received many messages, my dear. And I ask you another question, my dear. Since you are able to sense their essence near, since you have already received messages, since there is a clear understanding, my dear, that they are still with you, why are you not developing your own ability to communicate with them daily? What is it, my dear, that you are fearing? That you become distant, that you reject? Is that not a powerful message, my dear? Trust, my dear. It is echoed by both of their essences. They not only continue to communicate with you, they are waiting patiently and lovingly for you to receive and learn how to communicate back, my dear. Recognize, my dear, as you are aware that they have never truly left and their essence resides with yours. You do possess the ability, my dear, because you are an essence, to communicate with them telepathically and through feeling whenever you wish, without the assistance of another. It is merely a matter of trust and believing. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. Kathleen Connor says, "Hi, will things get a lot better? Had a hard time last few years."
My dear, allow me to echo the sentiment earlier. You are perceiving that you experience difficulties. And allow me, my dear, to remind you of the earlier words we spoke. Perhaps you are not present due to the failure of the devices. But we spoke, my dear, of alignment. Trust that each difficult moment you perceive each journey of confusion, each relationship with hardships is all, my dear, intended in order to lead you to alignment. Not only with your physical journey, my dear, but also alignment with your essence. So what you perceive as difficulty, my dear, were merely valuable lessons in order for you to align. More than one, my dear, continues to view the physical journey as difficult. And they're cautious, for they fear more discomfort will occur. One is also, my dear, not trusting their essence and their alignment. So even within your question, my dear, you are perceiving that the days to follow will offer you even more discomfort. You are not trusting. You are not viewing this physical journey, my dear, as one lesson. Your journey is the lessons of your essence. Continue to navigate through your realm, my dear, for it is already planned. There is already a map that you have yet to see clearly. In your highest essence, my dear, is the compass always pointing you to your true north. Embrace these difficult moments, my dear. For there is not as many lessons which are profound, transformational, through only love and laughter. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. Mallory says, "I would love to hear any messages from my loved ones if you have any."
My dear, allow me to ask you, how are you continuing to develop your awareness to your own energetic field, my dear? As mentioned earlier, my dear, essence is energy. Expansive, limitless. And around your physical form, my dear, is your energetic field, your essence, expansive and limitless. So if your essence, my dear, is so expansive, is it so impossible to accept the fact, my dear, that there are other fragments of essences within your same energetic field? So even the ones who you've loved and you consider you have lost have always been within your energetic field. But when one is not aware of their own energy, how can they attune to the energy of others, other essences? So my question to you, my dear, is how are you continuing to develop your awareness to your own essence, your own energetic frequency, and to the expansiveness of your own energetic field, where all communication and all other essences reside with you. Now, thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. If I could just remind people to keep commenting, please, because otherwise I struggle to get back through the comments always. But I've got Joe Gardner. Would love a message from my spirit family and friends. Miss them all so much.
Yes, my dear. The common thread this evening. Let us focus on these words that you miss them so much. Once more, my dear, you are viewing this from the singular incarnation that you are aware of. You view grief as loss, and you sense that you have missed them. You are yet still unaware, my dear, that your relationship with them is simultaneously occurring. Different realities, different parallel existences, different timelines, where there is much laughter, much love, encouragement, support, new memories, and wonderful moments occur. So a simple question to you, my dear. How can you miss those who have never left? How can you miss memories, experiences that are still being created, the same essences? How could you miss the vibrant, energetic presence of those loved ones who still accompany you daily within your energetic field? Do not view through the lens of isolation. Do not view from the lens of your physical form. Expand your comprehension, my dear, in order to remember. No essences have a part. Even if one physical form ceases, there are still many more occurring. In order for the essences to always be aligned, intertwined, experiencing through the foundation of love, various journeys for enlightenment and growth. I thank you, my dear.
Thank you. Lois Blackford asks, what are the best ways to connect and understand our own energies, please?
Indeed, my dear. Silence. Recognize, my dear, that your mind is quite active. Your realm is quite noisy. They're all intentional in order to steer you away from the truth of your essence. For in order for an essence to learn, my dear, the physical form must experience this human experience as powerfully as it does through the forgetfulness, through the chaos, the distractions of your realm. This is where each of you reside. This is where each of you believe to be truth rather than an illusion. And yet, in your silence, void all distractions, continuing of silencing the mind, relaxing the ego's desire to control. You feel, you sense the subtle movement of energy, the subtle shifts within your atmosphere, the sensations parlaying to your physical form. You receive visions we mentioned earlier as projections. You hear with your human ears, as we mentioned earlier. You remember. You sense. You allow your consciousness to drift. And through that drifting, you recognize that your energetic field possesses many more layers than what you perceive to be your essence. And thus begins the journey of remembrance. The more you trust, the more you do not resist, the more you open your heart, the more you recognize the essence is assisting you, but you're also guiding you and leading you to remember your own essence. The more you also recognize that your energetic field, your essence, is boundless. Trust in it, my dear. Do not set expectations. Offer your humility, your vulnerability, and your patience. You are being guided. You are being aligned. Trust the process. For it is your essence who created this process. And that is how you return. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. I'm just conscious that last week I didn't leave much time for you to give some closing words. So I'm going to offer you that opportunity tonight, but would say to Julia and Dom, if you want to come back on Tuesday and ask for those links, then Niko is coming back and offering trance evidential mediumship readings then that might be better suited to answering your questions at that point. Okay, so if I can hand back over to you, Noah, for your closing words, please.
Indeed, my dear, we are grateful once more to you. Many words were shared this evening. And trust, my dear ones, not all words you receive shall resonate at this specific time of your journey. But also trust, my dear, that as they landed on your human ears and your intellect is not processing it fully just yet, your essence resonates with each word, each vibration of the essence, each truth of love. And that is how we all connect. So what you may not have perceived as truth, which you may be struggling to accept, is all part of your process, part of your alignment. I assure you that your essence heard, which is why you were drawn to join us today. This is the alignment process we mentioned earlier. Each essence is truly interconnected, regardless of which realm. For no essence ever departs from our realm. They just shift to new dimensions, timelines, realities. For they are merely a fragment of their core essence. And as one aligns with another in physical form to receive guidance from our realm, it is merely your own essence aligning you to partake, to allow the words to land on the human ears, to create confusion, questions, an unsettling moment, within your human conscious, allowing room for change, allowing room for growth, realigning your human ways to your essence, leading you to the road of remembrance. For is that not truly what the purpose is? To remember that you are not your physical form. You are and always have been your essence. You're the experience in the human experience through your physical vessel. Trust in alignment, my dear. Do not resist as strongly as you do. It truly has been an honor and a privilege to be offered this opportunity. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you so much. And while Niko comes out of trance, I'll just give you a heads up of things that are happening this week. Tomorrow we have Lynn with psychic readings at 5 o'clock. We have healing with Nicole at 6 o'clock. Then Nicole is going to do some mediumship readings at 6:45. And then to finish the day, we've got Fulvia at 8 o'clock doing her class on the tarot. Okay. I've already mentioned right at the beginning that on Thursday we have on Zoom an out-of-body experience workshop, and that's with Mandy Louise Paul. So if you would like to attend that, do go on to the group online Spiritualist Church Services, because there's an event page on there that's got the registration link for Zoom. Okay. I've also been spending some time today opening up the daily lists that I do as a Facebook subscription rather than just through PayPal. That's dropped in price to £3.49, so it's £3.49 a month. And you get a daily list of between 50 and 60, sometimes a bit more, online events. And they're from 12 o'clock at night, which is 7 p.m. Eastern time, all the way through to 11:30 p.m. in the UK, which is sort of 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. We have Australian events in the morning as well. So usually full days. There's always something on that you can go into. So, hi, Niko.
Hi, everybody. I'm well. A lot of energy. Very powerful.
Absolutely. Thanks ever so much for tonight. And we'll see you on Tuesday at 9 o'clock UK time.
Yes.
And that's for your evidential trance mediumship, which I know a few people on here tonight will enjoy. Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So thank you ever so much, everybody, for joining us. And we will see you this time next week or on Tuesday night. Night, everyone.
Good night.